What's going on, YouTube, fam? It's your boy Tony 2 times, and we back with another episode of Hood Tales, man. Before I start, be sure to tap that like button. Definitely watch this video to the end to hear the full story and all the details in the case. If you're new to the fam, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell for future uploads. Let's get right into the story. Relationships. Some people find true love and realize how hard it is out here to find someone solid. And they stay put through the tough times and ups and downs. Since we all know no one is perfect, it's really on the individual to know what they will or won't accept in any relationship. Some choose to argue, fight, break each other's stuff, and in their minds, that equals true love. But others learn from previous situations they have been in. And if any red flags pop up or trigger points, they get out of the drama immediately. But a lot of us hold on to false promises and the idea of real love. You could be with a person so long, it just becomes a safe haven because you feel like you know everything about them, or you two share a child together. With some young men and women feel like that's enough for them to stay in a toxic or violent situation. The thing is, you might not know how far an individual will go until it's too late. And on this episode of Hood Tales, I will be taking it to Chicago, Illinois to discuss a case of a young man who allegedly killed his baby mother and her peoples over a petty argument. Back in 2020, 24-year-old Shanta Harris decided to go to her boyfriend's and also child's father home in the 8600 block of South Wood Street. Her baby father was 25-year-old John Matthews. The young couple had been together 2 years, and their son was 4 months old. The initial reason for the visit was Father's Day, and so John could spend time with his son. The young couple was settled into the night, and things were going fine. But according to sources, the next morning, John woke up and asked Shauna to cook him breakfast. The young lady stated she wasn't feeling well, and she refused to cook. Getting irritated, John then asked her to braid his hair. But again, Shauna stated no, because she wasn't feeling well. That's when allegedly John got heated and started screaming at Shauna before it got physical, and he put hands on her. John's grandmother tried to calm him down and walked Shauna outside. The young mother tried to call her peoples, but John ran out the home and broke her phone. The situation just kept escalating. John's grandmother let the young lady use her phone to call her mother and her sister, since by this time, all she wanted to do was get her son and go home. Not long after, Shauna called her mother, 56-year-old Frances Neal, pulled up, also with Shauna's sister, 27-year-old Jasmine Neal. Once they pulled up and saw the young lady's eye, they asked John why did he hit her, in which he responded because she doesn't do anything he asked her to do. With their son still being in the home, Jasmine, Shauna's sister, told her to get her son so they could go. But John refused to let her in the home or to bring the baby outside. Jasmine then called police to report the situation of physical abuse and that the baby was still being held in the home. As she was on the phone, John got even more heated and told them to get off his property. By this time, they were outside of the car. As arguing was going back and forth, John allegedly pulled out a gun and started shooting. First at Miss Frances, hitting her 7 times in her chest, back, arm, and leg. He then shot Shauna once in the chest. Jasmine ran into the street running for her life with her hands up, but allegedly John chased her down and shot her once in the head. John's grandmother called police while he ran through a gangway to get off the scene. As police arrived, they saw 3 female victims suffering from gunshot wounds. Frances and Jasmine were unfortunately pronounced gone at the scene. Shauna was rushed to a local hospital where she was able to give a video statement about John, the shooting, and prior situations. Unfortunately, 3 months after the shooting, Shauna would pass away from complications from the bullet fragments still being lodged in her body. John would stay on the run until a car accident happened in Iowa. A police got to the scene and the driver gave them the wrong name. But after further investigation, they was able to determine it was John. He was charged with 3 murders and extradited back to Chicago and held without bail. The case has not made it to trial yet, and John is innocent until proven otherwise. Rest in peace to Shauna, Jasmine, and Miss Francis. I send my deepest prayers and condolences to their family. The messed up part is, their son lost his mother, grandmother, aunt, and probably his father, all over a petty argument. Moral of this story, if you are in a situation like this, watch out for the signs. Shauna told police before she passed away, it had been happening so long, and the sad part is, most young girls have a baby by a man and feel like it's all she wrote. They gotta be with that person. But no so-called love is worth a situation like this, where a person literally loves you to death. So remember, we gotta succeed, not to fail, so we won't be just another hood tale. Man, that's a crazy situation, you know. And like I said, man, John is innocent until proven otherwise. The case haven't made it all the way to trial yet. The crazy thing is his own grandmother, which was right there, you know, she called the police and let them know who did the shooting, you know. I guess in her mind, she probably like, man, this messed up. You know, he upped and shot all 3 of them on some crazy stuff, allegedly, you know what I mean? But the thing about it, they saying it was over an argument, but in my mind, I just be wondering how could something that small escalate to something that big? But the young lady, Shauna, before she unfortunately passed away, she told police this had been going on. He broke her phone like 28 times, you know, so she was in an unsettling situation. And I don't know why young women just choose to ignore all them red flags and stay in that situation. I guess because they be having a child by these dudes and they feel like it's no other way out. Or they feel like if they go on with their life, that's going to make the dude even more upset. But then you got situations like this. She took the baby over there for Father's Day. Everything was going smooth. She wasn't feeling well the next day. She didn't do exactly what he wanted her to do. And that's how I be, man. Ego. All ego. You feel me? Controlling ego. But yeah, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about this one in the comments. I appreciate you if you made it to the end. I'm still a little sick, man, so my voice a little off. So yeah, just bear with the recording. But yeah, y'all already know, man. Follow me on Instagram at _Tony2times. If you want to request a video, you can email me at tony2times.biz@gmail.com. It's all love, fam. I'm out.